Real Madrid at home, Inter Milan away at Atletico Madrid home, Frankfurt away, PSV home, Marseille away, Qarabağ home, and Galatasaray. So Osimhen, they are going to play Osimhen's team away in the final game of their competition. Good draw for Liverpool, and obviously.
Good draw.
Come on,
good draw.
The first 5 games now fire.
I think their problem for Liverpool is going to play Real Madrid, play
Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid, Galatasaray. You didn't know that.
Others are winnable game. Apart from these 3 games, others are winnable games.
Good draw. Now draw soup. Because the only thing you can tell me is good draw now, maybe Obono or Okra. But this one now, as I'm seeing Liverpool now, they are walking into Hell's Gate. It's going to be tough for them. It's Real Madrid. I think they won against Real Madrid last season 2-0. And this season with the new reshuffling of the team, Alonso, new management, everything. This season is going to be tough for Liverpool. It's going to be very, very. I don't know how to put it now. It's going to be a very tough season for Liverpool. It's not going to be one of those because Real Madrid is one top opponent. Inter Milan last season has one of the best defense. Though even in the league when they say they had the best defense, Napoli that won the league had the best defense in the league in Serie A last season. Inter Milan had one of the best defense last season. Let's put them there. Then Galatasaray has one of the best attack in Turkish football currently.
Okay, well, Liverpool is going to probably find it difficult, but they're supposed to qualify because remember that the Champions is not a league format. It's not necessarily a knockout. It's a league format. So, but John, good draw. Liverpool should be qualifying, at least making it through the next round of this competition.
I think they've learned their lesson. Last time it was 7 perfect results and then 1 loss in the final group stage, and went on to get knocked out by Paris Saint-Germain. So I think this time around, Real Madrid, Inter, Atletico, these are 3 games that are totally rock solid. You can't afford to throw away any points there. And then you go on to the later part of the competition where you now see the Frankfurt, Eindhoven, Marseille, Qarabağ. You have some risk in the first 3 games, but obviously you have people you can collect 3 points from.
Okay.
In the
Frankfurt is not somebody you can collect 3 points from, but Qarabağ is sure.
Qarabağ is sure. Eindhoven, Marseille, bro.
No, for Liverpool, Qarabağ is sure. You go collect 3 points.
But after Arsenal beat PSG, I think 7-1 in part of those champions last season. So Liverpool can. But let's see. Liverpool have a tough draw. But let's see if they are going to. Obviously, no matter what, I think because the players they are bought, they're still going to buy is that they are going to make that knockout stages of the Champions League. For Manchester City, is Borussia Dortmund at home, Real Madrid away, Bayern Leverkusen at home, Villarreal away, Napoli home. So Kevin De Bruyne is going to face his former club. Bodo and Glint away, Galatasaray home, and Monaco away. Tough draw not really a tough draw, but I think easier draw than Liverpool for Manchester City.
Easier draw than Liverpool. The only teams I'm looking out here for are the Real Madrid and Napoli, obviously, and of course the Osimhen attack. But every other team is beatable.
Even himself, he feared the Osimhen attack. 97 Liverpool no fear.
No, I want to see what Osimhen is bringing to the table. Excuse me, a lot of English teams passed over him this summer.
Yes.
So, I like the fact that in this Champions League, he's going to have the opportunity to do some dress rehearsals against Premier League team, and that could inspire a move next summer. So I'm keeping
even the four in a row champion, they feared the Osimhen attack. It's only Liverpool no fear. Who are you? Who goes down not to fear the Osimhen attack? Man City is good draw for Man City. But like I said, John is I say Liverpool had four teams: Atletico, Real Madrid, Inter Milan, and Frankfurt. You get PSV, and PSV been there last season. The last game they lost was against PSV. So they are going to come back strong. In short, they are not going to write PSV off this time around. The only easy one I see in Liverpool's draw.
PSV is a 3 points. Same thing for.
Now wait till we talk last year.
And they lost last year because they rested all their players and played bench guys.
You can decide to do that again.
You get me? They can decide to do it again.
And still beat PSG.
I hope they don't do it.
They can decide to do it again, but they can do it again and beat PSG this time around because they've learned their lesson.
They can do it again and
but
take another loss.
The only easy team there, by the standard of how football is Qarabağ.
Qarabağ, Eindhoven, Eintracht.
PSV is not that easy. PSV, if you are rating, I said the way of football, in the rating of football, you rate PSV.
PSV na walkover, straight up. Any day, anytime.
I'm just saying, you will rate PSV far higher than when you rate Qarabağ. Marseille is no pushover. Look how they did, how they performed last season in the French Ligue 1.
How far for Ligue 1 last week?
They finished second. They lose.
Okay.
They
Calm
lost
down. 1-0
simple.
with one goal budget. No
Man
anything.
City is going to. I think
I'm just-
they have an easier draw than Liverpool.
Yes, but that easier draw. Don't go and underestimate your opponent.
Nobody's
Because
underestimating.
Villarreal go shock you. Villarreal go first shock you first of all. Then we've talked about the Galatasaray attack. You get then Leverkusen as well.
I'm not scared of Leverkusen.
Ten Hag no small.
I'm not scared of
Ten Hag.
Leverkusen at all.
Ten Hag sabi small of Pep medicine.
Okay, let's see. Man City is going to face these teams. Let's say hope that they are going to qualify, because the more they qualify, the more those teams come for the English English league. The more spotlight come for the English team. So for Chelsea is going to play Barcelona at home for the first game. So, but Chelsea is going to play Barcelona.
Give us back. They don't give you.
So Barcelona at home, Bayern Munich away. Benfica home, Atlanta away, Ajax home, Napoli away, Pafos home, and Karabakh away. Good choice, good play. I think apart from Barcelona and Bayern Munich away, good draw for Chelsea.
Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Napoli.
Napoli, Napoli.
At this point,
Napoli,
people are you know what they pity? Karabakh. Like,
you show me that I said that they're going to finish bottom of the league
like
table.
you know when the Pafos finish bottom of the league table. Pafos finish. But you show me say when you look draw, be like, I want to talk about Chelsea. You don't talk about Liverpool, you see Karabakh, you pity them. Talk about Chelsea, you see Karabakh. Oh God, it's over. Just go. But Chelsea has a better draw than the both teams ahead, but they have a problem at Bayern Munich. There's still a beef, unsettled beef. 2012 Champions League and 2013 Champions League, 1-1. There's still an unsettled beef between those two teams. They want to know who the best of the best is, and I think they'll drag it on in this Champions League draw. They'll drag it on here. But Chelsea, you talk about their teams they are facing. That place, Baka, give us Baka. They are facing Baka now. Let's now see if that Baka is as good as we say they are, or is it just the fluke of we are playing in the La Liga? Let's just continue to play in the La Liga.
Chelsea go collect, nothing you want
Yeah.
them.
We go see that day, we go there.
Chelsea go collect,
that
nothing
day.
you want
We go that day.
them.
Barcelona reached the semi-final, so it's not a fluke. They
We-
reached the semi-final and won the
thank
league,
you.
so it cannot be a fluke for them to reach the semi-final and win their league. So
Because they don't meet important teams.
come on,
Nah, so-
come
Because they
on.
don't
Nah,
meet
so-
important
So
teams.
Chelsea
Nah,
don't be
so-
important like that.
We, as far as it will be English team, we are very, very important in the Champions League.
You don't run enter Chelsea now.
I said,
Tomorrow
na
night you
Champions
go run
League.
enter
No, na Champions
United.
League.
Champions League. Champions League. You cannot go against the English faithful.
Waiting and deliver last season.
We deliver second place.
Okay. Chelsea probably have a draw, especially that Barcelona game is going to be tough for them. But they are playing at home, so maybe they can beat Barcelona. If they can conquer Barcelona and Bayern Munich in that phase 2 game, then others might be easier.
Benfica is going to be tough though, and Napoli.
Others might be easier for them to win. Okay, for Arsenal is going to play Bayern Munich for the first game at home, play Inter Milan away, play Atletico Madrid away, Club Brugge home, Olympiacos away, Sevilla Prague, Slava Prague at home, and Kairat Almaty away. Those teams are from
And
Kazakhstan.
Bilbao.
Yeah, they are from Kazakhstan. Kairat Almaty is from Kazakhstan away. Then they are going to play Atletico Bilbao home. I think it's a good draw for Arsenal too. They're supposed to qualify for
After
the
they
next
travel go where we don't know.
Kazakhstan, that team they Kairat they
They far. Like Arsenal get long journey. They get far journey to travel. I hope jet lag does not affect them in that. But out of the English teams that we've talked
They
about,
had the best draw.
now then get the easiest. Let me the best. Now then get the
They did the
easiest.
best draw.
So go Gunners. Make una no carry toy gun. Go this fight. You wanna carry the full armory.
How is this the easiest draw? You have Munich, you have Inter, you
Nah.
have Atletico, you
Three.
also have Bilbao. Like how
Well,
is
it's
Like
this the
if
easiest
they
draw?
can't fish,
How
you
is
can't
this
be
the
bar.
easiest draw?
If they can't big fish, if they say now they run things, big fish, you can't be bar as big fish. For this draw, no, if no okay, you can't be bar as big team, then Liverpool that has like 5.
Bilbao and Villarreal, who big pass?
No go there, yellow submarines.
Bilbao and Villarreal, who
Yellow
big
submarines.
pass?
Yellow
Na Bilbao,
submarines.
nothing you want
You
tell
know they
me.
hear the name, yellow submarines.
Na Bilbao, nothing
Big
you want
name.
tell me.
Big name. Yellow. No.
Where they finish last season?
They finished. They go. But they did Champions League.
where them finish?
They did Champions League.
Who finished ahead of?
They did Champions League.
Who finished
Don't
ahead
ask
of?
me who.
Uh,
Before they did Champions League.
Now Bilbao, nothing you tell me.
When they say
Moving
big
on.
fish, when they say big fish,
Moving
if it's
on.
not Sevilla now, go to say okay, maybe Sevilla is slightly higher. But Bilbao and at the Villarreal is a big team.
Okay.
Anytime.
Let's see if Arsenal obviously supposed to qualify to the next round of this competition.
The only thing that is scaring John is the Inaki brothers, Inaki Williams and Williams.
Yeah, but let's
now wait they fear John.
They're a
Nothing.
bigger team than Villarreal right now, man. Nothing you want to talk.
for Spurs, Spurs qualified to Champions League when they won that Europa League. So they are going to the Europa League.
Europa League, sorry.
Yeah, Tottenham is going to play Borussia Dortmund at home. Play Paris Saint-Germain away. Play Villarreal home. Frankfurt away. Sevilla Prague home. Bodo Anglet away. Copenhagen home, and Monaco away. I think if you look at it, they have the easiest draw.
Apart from
PSG away.
The lower you go, the easier your draw. Come on.
Apart from PSG away, they have the easiest draw.
Yes.
If you compare with other English clubs.
Even Newcastle has a tougher draw than them.
I think Tottenham should, if they don't qualify for this to the knockout stage, you know that something is actually their own problem past Manchester United own, because this is the easiest draw for the English teams in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Frankfurt and
They know that
No, if you look at the standard of
it's just
Tottenham
Dortmund and Paris Saint-Germain.
and Frankfurt.
Dortmund don't even follow themselves. Just Paris Saint-Germain.
I'm just saying, if you look at the standard of the team Tottenham is, the level they're the same level as Frankfurt. Now, based on the same fact, I always say this one they play for England, so they're supposed tough. And I always say this, you remember I always say this, London teams, they find it difficult in Germany. They find it difficult to grind out results in Germany, except for maybe Borussia Dortmund. Any other German team against a London team is always difficult. The result is always maybe a scare, 1-0 by mistake. Then if you go back, go check, they get goal margin like that. They get 4 goal, 3 goal.
Also, Ekitike is no longer at Frankfurt.
No mean say they don't get replacement. Now we to talk about, that was what we said about Mamouche when he left in January. He's no longer at Frankfurt, but they still scored goals.
When they finish.
Ekitike is no longer in Frankfurt. They scored goals last match.
Okay, but I think for all the English club, I think Spurs have probably the easiest draw in all of them. Look at who they have. Apart from PSG away, I think others are
Monaco.
Yeah, winnable game. Yeah, Monaco is there because PP is there.
PP.
But let's see. I'm not going to put them as like the big clubs.
No.
They are not.
I'm just saying they're just going to be a competition.
Yes,
for Spurs.
For if Spurs don't qualify for the knockout stage or more, that is going to be a huge problem for them and their fans, because they have the easiest draw. For Newcastle is going to play Barcelona at home. Play PSG away. Play Benfica home. Bayer Leverkusen away. PSV home. Marseille away. Atletico Club home, and Union SG away. So it's still not a bad.
So PSV will play Liverpool and Newcastle.
They should go and get their armor now.
Yeah, I don't really think. I think if you look at the draws, all the English clubs should. I use the word should
make
qualify.
top 25.
Yeah,
top 24. Top 24.
So I think
at least if Liverpool and Arsenal, maybe Liverpool and Chelsea make top 8, you get, because Real Madrid go there for that top 8 this season. Then 9 to
who top 8?
No, top 8. Top 8. You
go top 8.
You don't go play playoff.
You don't go play playoff.
Liverpool will finish top 8. Where they come out?
Liverpool finish top 8.
Top 8. See,
the draw.
Top 8 no help anybody. Finish in that first 24.
Wait. The top 8 helps you because it will remove 2 games from you.
It will remove
the 2 games when they remove for Liverpool, no be then still crash out.
You know me.
Because
they crash out and progress. They crash out because on penalties. Anything now knockout. See, when they don't enter knockout football, one thing was something, when they don't enter knockout football, anything can happen in knockout football. 1-0 at home, 1-0 away, 1-1-0. Everybody scored their 1-1 goals. They went into penalties and they lost on penalties and they came back home. I know we go for Liverpool for that one, but what I'll say is, if you don't finish in a place where after the you save your, what you're going to do is you save your season. 2 games. When you save 2 games, at least you give those players rest.
Rest more now.
At least.
While others are playing.
PSG will go through the first 24 route, won the cup without finishing top 8.
Inter Milan finished second on the table.
You know me.
And they reached the finals.
You know me. So for me, Finish top 24
No,
and
wait.
move on. Simple.
The thing is just qualify for the next round. Once you
Whether you
move,
finish 24,
12, yeah, finish 24.
whether I finish 34,
Only thing that top 8 will just remove
help you with 2 games.
That's all, but it does not guarantee that you are still going to win the Champions League. But let's see. So that are the features of all the English team that are going to play the Champions League next season. It's going to be interesting for them if they are going to qualify for the defending champions PSG. They have one of the toughest fixtures in the Champions League. PSG is going to play Bayern Munich home, Barcelona away, Atlanta home, Bayer Leverkusen away, Tottenham home, Sporting Lisbon away, Newcastle home, and Atletico Club away. Paris Saint-Germain has a
they don't travel.
They have
they just the enter neighbor house.
It don't matter still, but
Germany, France, Spain. They don't travel.
But they still have one of the toughest fixtures in the Champions League.
Of course they do.
Based on
two ways about it.
Based on top fixtures, yes, but based on jet lag, no.
Everybody will not have jet lag now. So
wait, calm down. You see they throw Arsenal.
Everybody will not have jet lag.
Those people you can see you stand on that 21 day and go and play them and see you don't even need to play your first team. And those things, and remember some of those things are final games of the Champions League. So
by then you don't secure your position since give them 3 points.
PSG defending champions has one of the toughest features in the Champions League. Let's see who is going to qualify for that first 24 in the Champions League. Remember the format have changed. Is now a league format. You have to finish first 24 for you to play the knockout stages of the Champions League. The first 8 will not play the playoffs, but the rest, for the rest, will play the playoffs. Yeah, we'll play the playoffs to reach the next round of the Champions League. So that's all for the Champions League. Let the best team win. The Champions League is going to start next month. Okay, let's move over to transfers immediately, and let's start with Chelsea.
Congratulations.
Okay, let's start with Chelsea because that deal for Garnacho has been concluded. So Garnacho is going to move from Manchester United to Chelsea. Because of that, we talked about in this show, if Chelsea is going to buy both Xavi Simons and Garnacho. But now the rumors is that Xavi Simons will move to Spurs, that Chelsea was not able to finalize the deal between Garnacho. So they have to make a choice between Garnacho and Simons, and they choose Garnacho. So if you are Chelsea, do you think that they made the right choice between Xavi Simons and Garnacho? Do you think it's the right choice for Chelsea?
No, it's a wrong choice if you ask me.
If you ask me,
I would have picked Xavi Simons. You understand me? But, remember this is the question I asked last time we had the show and we were talking about this saga between Simons and Garnacho. I was saying that if Xavi Simons comes in today, where is he going to play? You said he's going to play in the Palmer position, right? And I was telling you that if Simons is going to come in and play in the Palmer position, he's going to be a bit part player in the Chelsea side. That I would rather they got somebody on the wings, because that's where there is a clear lack of players. Yes, from that left. Only Gittins on that player. And even Gittins himself, now one leg in you stand. They never using 2 leg stand. So Nkunku is on his way out, bro. What are we talking about? So Garnacho coming in that left, yes. You have like somebody will say, you don't need any new prophets. You don't need any new 10. You have a Palmer, and he's doing fantastically well. We've also seen Joao Pedro drop in and play that role a couple of times, and he played out well for the team. So there's no need signing Xavi Simons. But what a fantastic signing for Spurs it will be for them to land Xavi Simons. Is going to be life-changing for Spurs.
Okay, so if you look at that deal, Chelsea had to make a choice. Garnacho or Xavi Simons, so they chose Garnacho.
I've never seen Chelsea fans and Man United fans celebrate one thing since I was born. I've never seen Man U fans and Chelsea fans sit in one room and celebrate one thing: the sale of Garnacho. The sale of Garnacho is the only uniting factor between Chelsea and Manchester United fans. If you see, when you were happy, thank God. Chelsea were shouting, thank God.
The reason Man U fans were happy
is because he's gone.
No, it's not that he's gone. The reason Man U fans are happy is that they now have 40 million to go and get a goalkeeper.
A goalkeeper or a midfielder.
Or a midfielder. That's why they're happy, generally speaking.
It's a win-win for everybody.
Of course it is a win-win. Like Fabrizio will say, he only wanted Chelsea, and he's gone to Chelsea now. Yet again, Chelsea have managed to knock off like 15 million off the asking price.
Actually,
and they got
only knocked off maybe 10. because the asking price was supposed to be 50
The
million
opening
pounds.
bid was 25 million.
No, that's what I'm saying. Now Man U win because Man U die for we die for 50 million. You get, and at the long run they paid 40, which from 25 to 36, from 36 to 40. You have to let him go because
you want to let him go, yes.
Because you want to let him go. You said 50. This team is not meeting your 50, but there's some add-ons to the clause, which is going to, at least if you add those add-ons,
Sell-on clause,
and all of those things, is going to bring it back to 50 or 60 million pounds.
But it could be 2 or 3 years from now.
You know what I mean?
So,
till then, if they even win Champions League, they go pay Man U.
oh wow.
We had a Arsenal clause now. If they win Champions League, they go pay.
Our market.
Arsenal no, they win Champions
That
League.
contract will expire. That option. That
Say if
option
Arsenal
will
win
expire.
Champions League, they'll give us 20 million pounds or Declan Rice extra. But they
But
never
it
win
don't
anything.
expire now.
They never win anything.
The
3 years
contract,
they go. I don't know it now. Arsenal, I mean, I win Trump. We need the money. But Garnacho to Chelsea, good move. Deal agreed. He should go. Chelsea, Joe was saying he will score hat-trick against. I'm like, he will score against
And he will celebrate. He's another Adebayo.
John.
Remember what happened to Adebayo and Nasri too?
John said he will score hat-trick against us. I say against us. If he can come against West Ham, he will not go see post. He said he goes against any United side. I said if he score against
United side, yes.
If he score against Leeds United, no problem. But I know Garnacho. This Garnacho now who they see. I know he cannot score hat-trick against Newcastle. He's sure. He cannot score hat-trick against Manchester United. He's sure. He cannot score hat-trick against West Ham.
Manchester United he go score.
Thank you.
If he score against Manchester United, no problem.
He scored
but
two
John said,
and he celebrated too.
John said hat-trick.
Okay, it's going to be an interesting.
For where creators they never score hat-trick now. For Chelsea, one score the hat-trick. How?
Man, you go see him. No worry.
Xavi is going to move to Spurs. The rumor is yesterday that he took his camp and his agent. Everybody landed in
London,
London to negotiate to finalize everybody.
Agreed.
Yes, talk with Chelsea and talk with Spurs. Anybody that agrees. So, but Chelsea decided to go for Garnacho probably because of
the position.
Apart from the position, because Xavi can play from the left too and play from the right and play from he can play from all those midfield from the right and from the left. Garnacho is basically from the right and from the left, but Chelsea probably needs maybe Garnacho has Premier League experience, and truthfully sometimes they're a good player, so they decided to go for Garnacho. So that deal has been agreed for him to move to Chelsea for about 40 million pounds. And Xavi Simon, after that negotiation yesterday, they have agreed to move. He has agreed to move to Spurs because he wanted to leave Germany by all means. So he have agreed to move to Spurs. So that deal is going to complete with Spurs, and it's going to worth about 60 million euros.
Confirm.
Yeah, so that's why part of the thing that Chelsea cannot play. They cannot play about that 60 million euros. But they decided to invest in Garnacho, who is a cheaper option for them than spending 60 million euros on somebody that they are not even sure that is going to
This
the ground. And remember, he's going to be like, he's a squad player. Even Garnacho has to sit on the bench and fight for his place. It's not an automatic like he's going to enter and start playing for Chelsea.
He go bench Gittins. Anything we want to put on, I go bench Gittins.
Okay, let's see. It's going to be interesting. I don't think they're going to play this weekend, so all these things will happen after the international break. After the international break, but because these deals are going to be concluded maybe today, tomorrow, so there are not going to be enough time to register players.
This deal for Xavi Simons at Spurs feels as special as it did when Spurs landed Christian Eriksen from Ajax. It feels as special as that because it's the same man from the same extracts, playing in the same position. Fantastic move.
Okay,
I'm happy about it.
I think every team in that top seed, they actually bought well. Even Spurs, they bought well. If you look at the players they bought, you could see that they bought well. Arsenal bought well. Everybody is buying. But let's see who is going to win the Premier League this next season, because this season actually is going to be an interesting fight. Okay, let's move away from Chelsea to Manchester United, because yesterday again, the news broke that Garnacho asked, not Garnacho though, Kobe Mino told Manchester United that he wants to leave on loan to play first team football, because they told him that his competition is Fernandes, the captain, which is almost impossible for you to displace him on that
for
team.
real, man.
I think that's the problem Amorim made in that statement. You can't tell a player that his own competition is the captain that normally produces normally produces high numbers.
Yes.
So displacing him as if you can be playing once, but displacing him permanently on that team is going to be hard. So I think that's part of the problem with Kobe. Then he has to tell them, let me leave on loan. But Manchester United told him no. that he's going to stay at Manchester United.
Godwin, you are the one that created this scenario at Manchester United because you forced Bruno off his position. Kobe was the only concurrent starter for Manchester United under Erik ten Hag. We all know this.
Until he went on injury.
Until he went on injury, simple. And it's kind of, I would say now, it's kind of a travesty that you have this guy who has been there, who has come good for the team, who has gotten under what we had under this guy, Erik ten Hag. This guy was the only shining light in that midfield. Now, Amorim, you see, it's still the same cycle of player power or manager power that we are seeing at Manchester United. Under Erik ten Hag, it was manager power, the benching of Cristiano Ronaldo, freezing out of Scott McTominay, and a couple of other guys, people who later came good for him, including Maguire. Under this guy now, we've seen the likes of Meno now, struggling to even get minutes to play football. You take your 10, play him out of position, play him in his weak spots, and then allow him be in the crosshairs of the media. It's not, look at the statement he made after that game that the players spoke loudly. What do you mean that the players spoke loud that they don't want you because they didn't perform? The players spoke loudly. What, you go out and you made that type of statement. You understand me? So I think Kobe Meno is well within his right to come in and say, look, I can't get a start here. I want to go on loan.
I think apart from
or
that,
I want to even leave safe.
No, so I think part of the problem I have with this is that selling him is the direct competition is Bruno Fernandes.
It's wrong.
Even if as a player, it's going to be tough. If he said that probably you can play and I can change formation for you to play sometimes, but saying directly that how more it go hard, Bruno they produce numbers, whether he plays as a deep line midfielder or as an attacking midfielder, that guy they produce double digits. Or
if they produce double digits,
it's going to be hard. So no, so but him wanting to leave Manchester United, I don't think Manchester United will let him go.
Shebi, you want 250 million, 250,000 pounds for your new contract. Now you know if you compete with Bruno.
I'd make him go fight out.
Fight down. You want your weight. I don't sit down. Amorim is the problem. We agree. You want your weight in gold. Fight for it. You want to be the king of the team. Fight for it.
Shebi Bruno na the captain, abi.
Waiting they happen for there is simple. I've said it before and I'll say it again. He's playing a two midfield position. Casemiro and Ugarte. Or Casemiro and Ugarte on this side, on the defensive side.
And Kobe Meno and
Fernandes.
On the other
and
side.
if you look at last season, let me now go back to the stats for last season. I think short passes and long passes accurately, Kobe had more. Based on the ones he played, though, had more accuracy than Bruno. Not that he had more passes, so he had more accuracies than Bruno because he was picking his passes. And whenever he picks his pass, he sends it accurately. So I think Bruno had about 78% on long passes, 78%, while Kobe had about 86%. If you look at that, that's more accuracy than Bruno's passes. But Bruno is always picking up passes and losing the ball last season. Now, this season, the first two games, he has sat on the bench. And the coach makes that statement that your competition is Bruno. I think the interview after the second game, Rio Ferdinand made a statement. He said, when we were that young, we'll go to the cafe and say, senior man, bros, daddy, mpa, wait till we do why we know they get minutes. You don't come to the press and make those statements. You go to his office. And he's the manager. You go to his office and say, sir.
How did Kobe go to the press now in this scenario?
Calm down. Let me finish. You go to the man and say, sir, privately in his office, not when your teammates are gathered, and question him. You go, sir, please, I want to know what I'm doing wrong that makes me not get minutes. Because I want to play for this great club. I want to get minutes. I want to play football. Then manager will tell you, okay, you're doing this wrong. You're doing this wrong. You're not doing this right. You're not doing this right. You're doing this right. This is what you're doing wrong. Then you go and put it into work. You go to training. But at the moment now, he's told you your competition is Bruno Fernandes, which means you have to put in more work. Which means you have to be more creative. Which means you have.
Godwin, I have a quick point to make on this one now. Bruno Fernandes, is he the captain of Manchester United? Yes.
Yes.
Is he a captain that sits on the bench like Reece James did the better part of last season? And somebody else will come in with the captain
Reece James
band.
was off injured.
Will come in with the captain band, and then when they bring him on, the guy will give him back the band. Bruno is not that type of captain. He's a starting captain. If you go back this season, last season, look at when Bruno was subbed. Bruno has always been subbed at the what would I call it now? At the 70th minute going down. That means Kobe has just 10, 15 or 20 minutes of football to play if Bruno is taking off. That's a strong if. And you tell me that he doesn't have a right to feel worried about his place in the team, one. And secondly now, somebody that is playing all the games, You will not tell me now that I will not come and what am I fighting? Even if I want to kill myself on the treadmill and I want to kill myself in training, now still 15 minutes, not sure for me.
I think the problem is that
So there's nothing about him fighting that you're going to train and bench Bruno. It's not possible.
Wait, Chebina person be captain, they come out
It's
and
not
give Bruno.
possible.
Chebina person be captain, they come out and give Bruno.
Bro,
Wait,
Bruno
now,
came into the team. He was given a starting position before that armband was given to him. He was given a starting position in the team.
See, let me finish. Now person be captain before they give Bruno. Abi? For Arsenal, na person be captain before they come out and give Odegaard. For Man City, na person be captain before they carry and give Bruno, Kevin De Bruyne. You get? Last season, you could see some games that Odegaard will start. And at the 60th minute, you take him off and bring in somebody else. Towards the end of season, when he went on injury and came back, when they would take him off and bring in one area, and when they were trying to... It did happen. There's no rule that says the captain will have to play every match.
The point.
There's no rule that says the captain will have to play 90 minutes every game.
From the run of game, he's been on 70 minutes average per game.
And in the last game,
Kobe
started.
Let me see. I think the problem with Kobe is the World Cup is next year. He needs to play to make the World Cup score. That's part of his problem.
Impress your club first.
Number two, benching Bruno. The problem is not about fighting Bruno. The problem is that Bruno produces numbers. Bruno is not a captain like that disappears most times. So what I'm thinking the solution is going to be is that if he's going to play Bruno, he needs to move Bruno forward so Kobe Medo can play more.
Godwin.
If he's going to play for that in that midfield, it's going to be tough.
Godwin, you saw how the team set up against Lyon. Abi? In that same Lyon game, you saw that Kobe was more ahead than Bruno.
Yeah, you're saying the same thing.
Now, see, look at even Kobe and Bruno.
Kobe cannot.
Wait, now let me finish. Bruno against Lyon second leg, it was Harry Maguire, Kobe as the false ninth. Bruno in the midfield
when they were chasing the game.
And when they didn't have a striker.
Let me finish.
They were chasing the game.
There was a striker there. Dipro. Wait, let me finish. Dipro. Kobe plays as a number 9. Now in the game the last game they played. The fortnight last night against Grimsby, Kobe started alongside Ugati in that same midfield, in that same position as Bruno used to start. What was his numbers like?
The problem is that he's still fighting Bruno. And
if they give you opportunity, you hold it with your 2 hands. If you know you hold on with again, let me finish. If you know you hold
nothing you want to talk though, so you go explain tire.
I agree. If you know you hold that position with your 2 hands,
what take do it
with your 2 hands against Grimsby. Bros, you're not worth benching Bruno in the Premier League.
Let's say that he did fantastic. He did a wonderful job against Grimsby. Let's go. Do you think that because of that performance, they will start him ahead of Bruno in the Premier League?
It's not possible, man.
In the next game, it gives you a shout of coming in 40 minutes to go.
What is a shout?
55 minutes, you're subbed in.
That's the problem. The problem is that it gives you more chance to play more.
Yes.
What if in next game, Bruno's performance hits 100? What would you
do? As they sub you in, you put 1,000. That's football. No matter how we say it as a joke.
You guys play tire, bro. You guys play tire.
The problem with Kobe in this particular thing, they did that because the coach said directly his fight is with Bruno Fernandes, which a common sense
with fear for everybody.
Yes, which a common sense of a player will tell you. If you know what it's like, you bring it to Aston and tell you the direct competition is Saka. You know that almost, and where the coach has already
you are strapped to the bench.
Where the coach has already told you that Saka is the star player and you will play till he gets tired.
Thank you.
If you are a player and you think you are better, what would you do? You go and sit and be waiting for Saka to get in.
Godwin, when last did Bruno get injured?
Let me now ask you. After that preseason game, you thought Doma was going? His time at Arsenal is over. Yes.
Who's that?
Doma, I believe that.
Why will he still starting?
Like, he will still go back to the academy and continue from there now.
He might
but
still.
Last night, in the last Premier League game, he came in when did he come in?
Do you know why?
When did he come in?
How many minutes to go?
10 minutes to go.
Because remember,
10 minutes to go.
Meno should stay at Man U.
Wait now, wait. Let me finish what I'm saying. Yeah, he came in 10 minutes to go.
Mind you,
wait, let me finish.
And Premier League.
Let me finish. He came 10 minutes to go. He delivered a polling unit. He got a penalty.
That boy will still because of
so which means next game. Let me tell you that's how you keep if that's how you keep increasing players' time. The next game, he played 10 minutes, he deliver. Next game, you are forced to give him 15 minutes.
Also,
next game, you are forced to give him 20 minutes because he cannot bench Saka. You're forced to give him at least 20 minutes per game.
Doman is a winger. So the KPI for that winger and Meno no be the same thing.
That's what I'm telling you. If you deliver,
Okay,
if they give you 20 minutes and you deliver, they will be forced to give you 30 minutes.
Well, let's see what
It's
happens.
is how
Okay,
football
now.
works.
Yeah, but
So because the way they deliver since how
well,
market.
the problem is that
No
probably
be loan in
the
there.
boy Kobe Meno is 20 years old. He wants to play first team football, so he can guarantee to play the World Cup, because probably 5 minutes, 10 minutes here and there might not be able to secure that place. And now the competition is Fernandez. Even though the Manchester United told him no, that he can't leave, but he still has to make that statement. So I think part of things is make so people are aware that I need to play football. So the coach needs to manage his minutes. Kobe did not play in the last 2 games in the Premier League. He started in this particular game against Grimsby in the last game. But let's see if we have about 4 or 5 days, 3 or 4 days before the transfer window closes. So let's see if he's going to get his switch. And that means again, if he's going to say that, that means some clubs are actually talking to his agent.
Of course.
Probably he has looked at his options, and probably the club that is talking to the agent, he likes one of them. So he's not telling Manchester United, because if there's no club that is coming, there is no need for him to make that statement. But let's see if he's going to pull through. Okay, I think Newcastle will get their own striker. After a long time, they were looking for a striker in that team. Remember, they tried to keep Isak. Obviously, if this guy comes in and Wisha, they are trying to bring Wisha. Wisha is at war with Brentford to leave. Isak is at war with Newcastle to leave. So everybody's at war with their club to leave the club. But Newcastle have agreed a fee for a Stuttgart striker, Nick Voltmade. So it's
my boy.
It's a German striker.
I train that guy, yo.
Come on.
Person wey sabi banging the goals.
I train him. I train him well.
23-year-old striker. He's tall. He's very tall. Yeah, he's very tall, and he can actually hold the ball. He can play, even though he didn't score a lot of goals last season.
You know,
He did.
A lot. I said a lot. A lot is about he didn't score 20.
He scored 17. GA 20. Wetin you want
He
again?
scored goals for Stuttgart last season, and Newcastle is going to pay 75 million euros for him to move from Stuttgart to Newcastle. Finally, Newcastle have a striker.
You know, I told you that Bayern Munich wanted this guy. They wanted to pay 40 million.
Yeah, the thing that
They were bullying these guys.
Now, I'm bullying you.
Apart from me too. Apart from this guy cannot go there and bench Kane. Anybody that's going to
apart from that, we know
That's successor, nah.
See, he knows that he cannot go to Bayern Munich and bench Kane,
of
but
course.
he's going to a bigger club.
Yeah, he's going to a bigger club.
But you now want to bench me. Okay, fine, I'll sit on the bench, but pay the right price. The same thing that's happening. They will keep saying they don't say our other teams, so they scout. They are not proper. Our Nigerian players don't have proper agents. I will say the way it is. They don't have proper. Their agent is not doing anything. The agent is just sitting there waiting for phone call. You make the call. If the club is not making the call, you make the call.
Another thing to say in that conversation is one thing rewarding family with your agent manager, but you should get professionals to get the job done.
Because this guy was haunted by Bayern Munich.
Three times they submitted a bid.
3 times it was rejected. Because how you can submitting 40, 45, and 50. That was the last bid they submitted. And they told you, no, it's 80 million or nothing. Now Newcastle has made the 80 million valuation. And Newcastle submitted 75 million plus 5 million
in add-ons. Yes.
And Newcastle submitted the money in euros, which is going to be about 60-something million pounds.
In 60 million pounds.
Okay. So it's okay to meet the club's valuation and meet it and submit your bid and say, okay, fine, let the players come. And now the players like, okay, I've agreed 5-year deal with Newcastle. I'm going to Newcastle, even if I know I will not give my all in the first season, but I'll be starting and I'll be enjoying myself in England. Everybody wants to play in the English Premier League.
Yeah, he's going to move to Newcastle. He's going to be their main striker, obviously. Probably Newcastle might need one more striker, maybe Wisha to come.
This is, and again, for Newcastle, Strasbourg has submitted the Wolverhampton Wanderers striker. Last has submitted a bid, submitted a transfer request. Politely submitted. He said, please, if they miss the valuation, can I go, please? That was the statement. And I think Wolverhampton Wanderers are going to consider it. Let's see, either they bring him or they bring Wisha. I don't think they can bring 3 of them, but between him and Wisha, they will see, because Brentford is refusing to let Wisha go. And let's see who is going to go. If Jason is going to Lasting is going to move from Wolves to Newcastle, or they are going to bring Wisha from Brentford. But Newcastle have a striker in that team. Let's hope it works out for them, because they have a Champions League game to play. Okay, other transfers. Napoli is still talking
same with Højlund. That deal is going to pull through. Højlund is going to move from Manchester United to Napoli on loan and with an obligation to buy. For Isak, probably when they conclude this guy's deal, then Liverpool will make that bid for 120 million plus for Isak, and that transfer probably might go through, even though that Newcastle still wants to keep him, but they can't have two main strikers in that team again.
Yeah, I feel they should let him go.
They should let him go. He doesn't want to stay, and he doesn't want to stay at Newcastle. He wants to go to Liverpool. Hopefully, he's going to get his move. Okay, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was sacked by Besiktas yesterday after they failed to qualify for the Conference League. They were knocked out yesterday, so they decided to sack him with immediate effect. Nkunku has landed at Milan. He's going to sign his deal with AC Milan for 37 million euros, 5 million adults. So he's going to move from Chelsea to AC Milan and play first team football. AC Milan are still looking for Akanji. They are still trying to get him from Manchester City to AC Milan. Another player that might leave AC Milan is Chukwueze. Fulham is looking at Chukwueze. That they made the inquiry about Chukwueze, that they want to bring him to England. If he moves from England and play for Fulham, I think it's good for him.
It's a nice move.
It's a nice move. AC Milan to
Fulham.
It's
a nice move. Fulham attack will now be Venza. I don't know. Let's look for.
It goes sweet.
It goes sweet.
For me, it goes sweet. If I want to see him play in the Premier League.
For real, man.
Even though he didn't nail that the starting place at AC Milan, but he needs to play. If he goes to, I don't know if he goes to Fulham. I think it's a good deal for Chukwueze. For me personally, I think he should go. The whole world will start seeing him, and everybody will watch him more.
How he take the good move?
For me, it's a good move.
How?
It's a good move.
From Villarreal.
Mm-hmm.
From the Yellow Submarines, where he's causing chaos and getting goals and assists.
I think
so,
it's
AC Milan.
AC Milan that he couldn't nail down a starting.
He go up. He go carry and come down again.
He don't come down anything.
He come down.
AC Milan not achieve anything in the last how many years.
They want to Fulham to assistant Super Eagles team.
Let's take phone calls. The number to call is
0706 Super Eagles training ground
0485853. Your contribution about all these transfers and the Champions League draw. Before then, let's go to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports, and Truths on our YouTube is saying Sesko is a good striker, but Manchester United is likely to make him a big flop. I wonder why he chose to go there. It's easier said than done. This Champions League format is unpredictable, but I am happy that Barcelona and PSG and Chelsea drew. Let's end the debate. Okay, let's see if it's going to happen. Newcastle will bring 100 million euros and have Femi Lopez. Okay, Tochi, welcome to the show. Tochi, welcome to the show. I can see all your comments. Say on more Champions League agenda, no agree una. Okay, sorry, I mean that. Say you say all Blues. I like that move. Okay, he's talking about Garnacho. Just as soon as say on more Champions League agenda, no agree una. Do proper introduction. Okay, it's like okay. More Champions League, they choke everywhere. Okay, Jacob, welcome to the show. Say good morning, guys. I can see many people are now happy because Chelsea are going to play Barcelona. Anyways, this is the same thing that happened between Chelsea and PSG final. So he's hoping that they are going to win that game. Jacob is also saying Xavi Simeon come to Chelsea. Problem might come because Maresca is a stubborn coach. I don't want him to start benching some star players. I think Garnacho can bench Neto and Gittins. Okay.
Gittins, yes, but Neto.
Just to say Newcastle getting a new striker. Isak to Liverpool is as good as done. Okay, true. Okay, Tali Lucky is saying I love Chelsea draw first. I always ask for Barcelona and I got them. Let the world champion trash hyped Barcelona for me.
Definitely.
Okay, but waiting the worry sports safe. They won't hijack my Simeon. Okay, let's see what happens with all this transfer. Let's take phone calls 0706-048-5853. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, guys.
Good morning. Name and location, please. Okay, Pedro, what is your contribution?
Yeah, please, my contribution is that I just want to ask you a question. I heard Chelsea is going for Femi Lopez. I want to know about
that was rumors yesterday. There's no bid for Lopez.
And
there's no bid for Lopez. It was just a rumor that came out yesterday morning or 2 days ago. I was talking about it yesterday morning. That Barcelona wants to free up space to register players.
Milan is already going to September.
Yes.
Okay, it's better for him because I don't think if he has come to Chelsea that we are still playing time.
Yeah.
Tottenham fans should not be happy
True
that I got our player because we are helping them so that they can do their thing to be stronger.
Okay.
And for the draw, I like how Chelsea draw with Barcelona. Because I want Chelsea to better Barcelona as the world champion that they are.
Okay.
So I know you pigeon with all that day.
All right, thank
No
you.
worries,
All of
man.
us dey
Shebi we go there
Thank
that
you
day
very
now.
much. Okay,
Nothing.
all of us dey now. Let me go see one Champions League
Premium
starts
banter incoming.
everywhere. We go saw every go stew when Chelsea will play Barcelona. It's going to be one of the biggest games because all the Chelsea fans kept saying, "Give us Barcelona."
Now you have
Now
Barca now.
you have-
Ghana X incoming.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Name and
morning.
location, please.
I'm Chinoze calling from Ungwaju.
Okay, your contribution.
Yeah, please, I want to know the update of Bukayo Saka and Odegaard on the injury update.
Okay, they are going to when they do press conference today. Ateta will talk about both of them very well. And no official statement have been made, but normally today is Friday. The press conference will happen, and Ateta will give us update about these two players and how long they are going to out. So today we will find out. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, John and Co.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Name and location, please.
This is Amos calling you all the way from Avoca.
Okay.
Welcome.
Your contribution.
That Newcastle deal, waiting they saw. Waiting that they buy 80M, almost 90M. Yo, guy, why not go for Jackson? How much is Jackson?
Jackson no dey score the kind goal wey the guy dey score. It's not the same.
I know. Jackson is not the same, but I think Jackson should be cheaper, and he have a Premier League experience. You get?
Jackson is not cheaper.
Okay. The thing there is a Stan Larson who you bidded 55 for.
Party Wanderers rejected the bid.
I think Wolves valued him at 60M. Probably add money and sign him. He's better than Jackson and that guy.
Well,
You see, even as a Liverpool fan where I be, Barcelona is overhyped. Chelsea will disgrace Barcelona.
No worry now. Okay, no worry. Just keep this your opinion till that day.
Barcelona they play. I watch their game now. Barcelona have the most porous defense ever I've seen in Europe.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No worry.
Till that day we go see. No worry.
I like how they meet Real Madrid. I go shame Arnold.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's see if it's going to work out for them. The Champions League is everywhere and everybody is buying players to win the Premier League and win the Champions League. They take more calls. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
My name is Tengo from Enugu State.
Okay, your contribution.
Chelsea signing Garnacho, I love that. That is the blue for life.
Okay.
And Chelsea playing Barcelona. I'm not afraid of Barcelona. We can beat them as we beat Paris Saint-Germain. So nothing is there. We're not afraid of them.
Okay.
And I know my fans are happy because we are going to play Barca, but no problem. We are going to show them the win of blue.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I love your. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that contribution. Okay, maybe should I take one more call? Okay, let me take one more call before I read the YouTube comments, and we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Yeah?
Good morning.
Well, we're on the in the studio. This is Alex calling.
Okay, Alex, quickly, what's your contribution?
I don't say that is the last caller, sir. I will just be fast. Please, John, I don't understand what you mean by Kobe Manu has within the right to auction out on a loan. If you had his comment, if you saw his comment very well, he said he's not willing to leave
permanently. Yes, he just
get playing time.
Yes, that's what it is.
For someone that wants to leave United at this point, I'm looking at it from another aspect. If you are going to understand me, for someone that is willing to go out at this point that United is in critical position, and United was the team that brought him up. United is his parents' club. How can you stay and fight for your place? This is a Bruno, a guy that that
Old
changed
man.
the team. Like,
Mpa.
after all, he was not the captain. Let me tell you, this is all the more reason why you should stay. Through thick and thin. It's not one thing that has already subsided. When everything is now calm, and maybe United are now winning games, and maybe you feel that you can come and just walk straight into the team. You can still get that state pass just like that.
Okay.
You could rather have to stay now and play and show the reason why he was upgraded from the first team to the main team. John, I don't understand. Everything that
Bro, give him the chance to play. Give him the chance to play, man. That's all.
Has been a sentiment bias. But when it comes to my team, or maybe another team now in that package.
See, Alex, give him the chance
Alex.
to play. QED.
I think
If he didn't do that,
They
our
give him a
question
chance
is
to
zero.
play
Waiting.
against
Give him
Grimsby.
the chance to play.
They gave him
Simple.
chance to play
Waiting.
against Grimsby. Waiting to use and do.
When last did he play though?
Wait, well,
You can't just come and use one game as a case study for a player. You did it against Onana.
He played
You've
against
done
Arsenal.
it against Kobe Meno. When last did this guy got a chance to play?
no matter what, the problem is not about when he's playing or when he's playing. The problem for me is that his competition is Bruno Fernandes. So you understand that competition is tough for him, and he's 20 years old. But
And he want go permanently now. Who knows he don't come out for
Maybe
the
go
club.
permanently. Now clubs there will go buy him now.
Let's see if he's going to get his loan. But I don't think Manchester United said no already for that particular request. But let's see. Anything can happen in 2 days or 3 days. Or let's see. Finally, on our YouTube channel, okay, let me read one of the comments. And Chooks is saying leaving AC Milan to Fulham is not an upgrade. He's talking about Chukwueze. And he's also talking about Bayern Munich pushing for Jackson is a miracle of the year. Yes. Bayern Munich need another striker to help Kane out when he's not fit. Okay, Tylee Lucky is saying I would have Chelsea get Simeon's deal done first before pushing for Garnacho. But see now, they are on the verge of losing him. Then finally, Chukwuebuka is saying no noise for Barcelona. They are indomitable. Okay, thank you for joining us on today's show. Thank you very much for our listeners. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube live. Remember, you are live every day on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow, because tomorrow the Premier League is back. We are going to give you the previews of the games that is going to happen tomorrow, because this weekend Liverpool is going to play Arsenal at Anfield. My name is Godwin, and have a wonderful day.
And welcome to Vote 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage.
Are you reading English?
Entertainment.